What's going on, guys? It's Fake Thriller, and today I'm joined by Snoov603.
Hello.
And today we're going to have a bit of an abstract topic. We're going to discuss the upcoming gaming platforms and where we see ourselves this time next year after the dust has settled. Now, something we've been saying for about the past, I'd say, year now, is that when Battlefield 4 comes out, we were going to get it on PC. We're going to train ourselves, and we're going to be ready to go and play on PC. But I don't know if that's necessarily guaranteed now because of the way the market seems to be shaping up. And just to give people an idea of exactly what I'm talking about, we got the PS4 and the Xbox 720 allegedly coming out quarter 4 next year. And then we've got the Steam box, which is going to be basically like a living room PC, and countless other things like handhelds and the Ouya and stuff like that. But one of my main points is the Steam box itself. What happens if that makes, Battlefield on PC? Or what if the Steam box version of Battlefield is just as good as a regular PC version of Battlefield? Wouldn't that, like what do you picture in the next year? Like, do you have any definite console that you're going to get, or sticking with PC, or what?
I guess a lot of it at this point dictates, I guess, how YouTube goes for us overall, because everything I pay for in gaming comes directly from the channel. If things are really good and growth continues or whatever, or just even maintains what we're doing right now, and I have the money, then I think I'm going to go and just do everything. If I could, ultimately, I'll build a new PC, I'll get the new PlayStation 4, I'll get the Xbox 720. I know that the titles of these are probably going to change down the road, but those are working titles moving forward at this point, at any rate. I want to get it all. I've always loved console gaming, and I forever will love console gaming. I've done nothing but play on console since I was a wee little shit, and that's never going to change. But now that I've finally forced myself to start gaming on a PC, that I've never hated PC gaming. It's just that I've never been able to play on a mouse and keyboard. I've never done that. But now that I'm starting to become a little more competent, like, just how Steam itself works is enough to be like, okay, you know what? Forget the whole console gaming, because, for $60 I can go and get like 10 games on Steam compared to what I get for one game on console. So I guess, like, from today at this very point, I plan on getting everything if the money's there. If there's only so much money to go around, then I'm willing to bet that I'm going to go strictly for PC, because I think that even though these new next-gen consoles are coming out, they're going to be pretty nice, I still don't think they're going to be as good as, like, what the high-end PCs are doing today. Like, what a $1,500 PC can show you for Battlefield 3.
Absolutely not. It's not even possible. If you think about it, how much, like an NVIDIA 680 right now goes for, I think, $400, and that's usually the cost of a console, give or take $100 on launch. So $400 to $500 for a new console. So the math obviously just isn't there for them to offer a brand new console with the power of a 680, which is what a lot of people are using in current PCs, and that's not even like pushing the limit. Like if you, like, what was that? You see that computer that Husky just built? He had like triple 690s or something like that.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Yeah, and that's obviously way more expensive than any Xbox could possibly be.
Right, but that's also a dual-purpose machine. I mean, that's something that he can play or, watch something on ultra settings across the board, and he can still record without sacrificing, like, hardly any frames per second at all. And then render it out in, like, 5 minutes. Obviously not 5 minutes, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
right.
That thing is built to be the fastest thing to handle literally twice what even your hardcore gamer needs, because he needs to be able to see the game in the absolute, highest quality possible and record it.
Right. But as far as, I guess this conversation is begging for us to bring up the console versus PC debate as far as Battlefield 3. Let's talk about Battlefield 3 just real quick. What are the main gripes with people about not having, about supporting PC as opposed to console? Is it basically just PC has more power so you can have more people. That's the main argument, right? For the PC elitist.
Actually, no. I think that's the secondary argument. I think it's just the fact that the graphics are not necessarily so much better. Like, I don't think it's the clarity.
Right.
I guess you could say it's graphics. It's, I don't know. To me personally, I think it's splitting hairs. They're one and the same.
Like the
it's
resolution and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and just the slight detail that really doesn't make a difference, but at the same time it does. I guess there's a difference between looking at, but what your cell phone picture or camera is capable of taking for a picture. That's a pretty damn good picture. But then you take like a Canon 60D, and you're like, oh, that is a fantastic picture. So what your cell phone can do, like right now, like what an iPhone 4 or Galaxy
S3.
Thank you. Dude, those take fantastic pictures. But then you actually get like what a really nice expensive camera can do, and it's like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, this is still really good, but holy shit, that's amazing. That's the biggest gripe between PC to console.
Enter the Steam box, though. They said their goal is to market probably, excuse me, three different levels of a Steam box. So you get the good, the better, and the best. Now, wouldn't let's say that's matching. Let's say that's a mid-level gaming PC or a low-level gaming PC for, let's say, the mid-level Steam box. That pretty much eliminates. You're running Steam. You're running these games on your Steam box. I just now realized in the middle of this sentence that I don't know how Battlefield 4 is going to play on a Steam box since it runs Origin, but I'm sure they'll have that figured out because they can't be worrying about that crap. So you think keyboard and mouse has barely anything to do with it, though, right?
Right.
So even if people, okay, because that's like the big question. I don't know. Like you said, I've always played console. I'm getting into PC now, but if I was booting up a game that I bought during the Steam sale, trying to play a little bit on PC, and I'm just struggling with it because I'm learning it's yet another control scheme, and it's such a pain in the ass, and I just find myself wishing I could use a PlayStation controller. And I know that's possible and all that stuff, but I'm just saying, like, give me a choice, and I'll always grab the controller over the keyboard and mouse, but that's because I'm a noob.
Well, it's because it's what you're familiar with, it's what you're comfortable with, and it's what you're not just competent with, but what you're good with.
Right. Well, and then turn that into the whole experience. Like, you can't pull your PC upstairs when you have friends over so you can all sit on the couch, you know?
Right, exactly.
So it makes it, like, I was amazed. I had it no doubt in my mind that I was going to have an Xbox 720 and a PS4. And I already have a decent PC, so I was going to have, like, the whole package. But now everything is changing, and I don't know what the best investment in it is, and the last thing I want to do is drop, like, almost $1,000 on different kinds of hardware and stuff like that just to find out that it kind of sucks. So I'd actually like to know what everybody here plans on doing within the next year. If you're going to build a gaming PC, or if you're going to wait and see what these new consoles sort of have in store for us all.
Right. All right. Well, this is how I'm looking at the whole thing. And I'm going to try and break this down as clearly as I can. And this is how I envision all these new consoles coming out and who they're targeting and what people like us, all our subscribers and you and me in particular, what's being targeted towards us and where we'll more than likely end up going. So you've got next-gen consoles, and we're strictly, when I say that, just talking PS4 and Xbox 720. And then you've got that new game, the new console that's coming out, well, not the console, the handheld thing from NVIDIA, and I can't remember the name of it. It was just announced yesterday.
Project Shield.
Thank you. There's that. You've got the Steam box, which splitting hairs here, but it's basically the same thing. And then you've got PC gaming. And PC gaming is technically always new because new components are always coming out, and it's forever being upgraded. Yet
the console market, the consoles dictate the market. So you might have superior hardware on the PC, but you're getting second-rate service when it comes to what's being developed for it.
That's true. But, okay, so all this is coming out. Where do we stand? Say we have all the money to go out and buy every single one of these if we wanted to. We're not going to do that. we are definitely going to get the next-gen consoles because, let's face it, like we've said, we've always been console players. And even if we become really, really good PC gamers, I will not walk away from console gaming because I still love it and there's a lot of good games on there. However, we have the money and the skills to continue to play on PC. So we will jump on that because that way we can get the absolute highest quality gaming we possibly can. And I'm saying that not like it's better, it just looks better. So
Right.
I know everyone's opinion varies on that, but I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm going to be so much better because I'm on PC. It's just what I'm seeing is going to be better than what I can see on console. Steambox does not fit in our plans whatsoever, nor does it fit into, I'm willing to bet, the vast majority of our subscribers.
But it could.
I look at
Think
it
about
could,
it.
it
Think
could,
about it.
but
You
I don't
could-
think it's going to be because this is how I'm envisioning it. You've got console, which while it's still really good, again graphics-wise, is at the bottom of the pile, and no one's going to argue against that because if you, and we'll say everyone has $2,000 to spend. If you have $2,000, you can put $1,500 into a beast PC that will be able to allow you to play on ultra settings if you want. And that leaves you another $500 left over to buy the console. So you've got the high end and the low end. Steambox is going to sit in the middle. I highly, highly doubt that anyone's going to spend that the best version of Steambox is going to be, be able to give you high or ultra settings that a PC would, because it's going to be too expensive. So I'm assuming that the Steambox, the best one that they'll offer, will be $600-700. We'll just throw a figure out. So that puts it square in the middle between bottom of the barrel console gaming and high end at PC gaming, between the, we'll say, $500 and $1,500 price marks. Why on earth would anyone spend their time on the $700 middleman when they could just say, well, why am I going just for slightly better for a box that I really can't customize that we know of yet, when I could just spend a couple $100 more and get the box that I can customize and continue to build on for as long as I damn well want, and I get the best graphics. Like,
I'll tell you why. It's because the Steambox is literally a hybrid between the two, and you get all the great features of Steam and PC gaming, probably higher end graphics than console, but you get the console atmosphere where you're sitting on a couch with a controller.
True. And who I think that's gonna, unless they come in with a really, really low priced model that still gives you better graphics than console gaming, and that's key.
Yep.
But I think who's really gonna pick that up is very, very casual console gamers that eat into the whole, PC gaming's so much better. And they're gonna be like, okay, well, I don't want to buy a PC because I don't like mouse and keyboard, so I'll get this. This will be my stepping stone. This will be
weird.
like,
It's
I'm
like,
a PC gamer all of a sudden.
It's a hybrid, but at the same time, like, it's a hybrid and it brings in the best of both worlds, but at the same time, it's a bastard child of both worlds.
Right. It's a glorified console is really what it is. You really can't call it a PC. All it is it's a console that you can play PC games on. And maybe we'll get slightly... Well, yeah, but I mean, it's one of those... I guess... Again, if money's not an issue, then why wouldn't you just go for the PC? And I know money is an issue for the vast majority of people. I'm not trying to write that off.
I guess that's the point, too, that I'm trying to make is, let's say money is an issue, and you can spend $500 on a PS4 or $500 on a Steam box. Like, I don't know which one to go with anymore. All of a sudden, like, I don't have a solid lock on what I want to do. It's so difficult now because there's so many different options, and we don't have all the details. So maybe we should talk about it again once we do get the details. But I think we've rambled on for a little bit too long here.
Probably, yeah. And I've got a lot more to say, but
Yeah.
Now is not the time. We're gonna have to save it for another point. It's you do bring up a valid point. If you have $500, what do you get? Next gen consoles, or do you get the Steam box? I still would put my money towards next-gen consoles, but my reasoning for that's going to have to wait for part 2. We're going to have to split this. There's just too much to be talked about.
Yeah. And we'll wait a little bit before, try and get a little bit more information. I know there's a lot of stuff dropping now because of all the conventions going on, so...
Right, and we want to see what you guys have to say, because every time we do a part 2 where we plan on it, you guys bring up a lot of really great information that we're like, okay, we need to discuss this. So don't let us down. You guys never do, but don't let us down.
All right, guys, so leave a comment down below. Let us know if you have your heart set on one platform for next fall, or if you're waiting to see, or you don't know what the hell you're doing. And if we missed anything, let us know that too. So thank you for listening, and Snoop, unless you have anything else to say.
Nope, that's all I have to say, sir.
We will catch you guys in the next video.